Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ken at 10 for you today here from a beach, not really on a beach, but like the idea of a beach backdrop. Here we are at the Coalface in Norbury, southwest London, SW16. I know it doesn't look like it, just thought you'd rather look at a beach than Norbury today. Why not? How are you? It's Friday. Yay, love a Friday. As many of you will know, regular watchers, it's my favourite day of the week. If you just joined us for the first time, we're James Alexander Estate Agents. I'm Ken Hume, and it's Ken at 10 because it's 10. How are you? I hope you're well. We talk about property every day. Today, I've just come off the podcast, just recorded the podcast with the amazing Mike Day. Very experienced guy in the field of property and really is a great guy to speak to. It's great to have his insights, and it was really lovely to have a chat. Quite a long podcast this week, and we're producing that at the moment, and we'll let you know when it comes up on the feed. But really pleased about it. If you search it on iTunes or Spotify, you're looking for the Property Buyer and Sellers podcast, many episodes there, and shortly we'll have the new episode on there for you. And this week we're talking about the fears of buyers and sellers. What are the top things that people worry about when they're buying or selling their home? And we go into some detail and the dichotomy of it all: first-time buyers, worries, fears, and second-time sellers and buyers, and how they feel about the market, and perhaps how they should prepare themselves for what can be a bit of a roller coaster ride. So looking forward to publishing that for you. News today, as you know, we always go through all of the property headlines in the papers throughout the UK and general news, just to give you an insight into what's going on both locally and nationally. Why do I like Fridays so much? Everybody says to me, why do you love Fridays, Ken? I love Fridays because Friday's the day when we're getting everybody out for the weekend. The weekend is the most critical time for us agents because it's the time when most people want to see houses. So Saturdays are when everybody's out. Fridays are when we're really hitting the phones hard, getting hold of people and saying, look, when can you come and see this one? It's on the market. We want you to see it. We think it's for you. And that way getting a maximum number of viewings we can and getting the best possible price for our clients. So it's always a great time, speaking to people, setting up the viewings, because the sales themselves can't happen without the viewings. If you haven't got a viewing on a house, you can't get a sale. So the critical thing is the pressure is on to get viewers, but not in a sense of mudslinging. We don't just call people up and say, oh, see this one, see this one. It's got to be, why are you moving? What are the things you need? And then trying to draw the same picture in our heads that they've got in theirs. That's the way that you gain people's trust, by listening, not talking. And then by applying what you've learned, the knowledge that you've learned from them, and applying it to the properties you have available. That's the critical thing, so that people know that you're associating what you have with what they need. And if you can associate what you have with their needs, you're far more likely to achieve a viewing. And if you're more likely to achieve a viewing, you're more likely to get a better price for your client if you've had more viewings. So that's what we're all about. Let's get into some house price stuff today. By the way, the weather here in Norbury is rather nice, actually. It's bright and sunny. Cold, though. Bit chilly, but bright and sunny. UK homes rise by £18,000. Research by a bespoke mortgage solutions provider has revealed UK homeowners saw an £18,000 rise in the value of their homes since 2021. No big surprise there. Wales reported the highest average growth in house prices, though. It's funny, isn't it? It's the areas that started off with the lower mean average pricing that seem to have had the biggest impact during the recession. And in Wales, house prices have risen from on average 182,000 to 203,000, giving an average of 21,000 rise. Seaside towns. Many of you are looking to move to seaside towns, I know. What is the best seaside town to move to? Question. Well, Rightmove has released a list of UK coastal towns and villages, the biggest price growth in the last 12 months. And that should give you some idea of the most popular areas. And number one is Cornwall, Padstow. And there, the average asking price is 658,000. It's incredible, isn't it, to think that in Padstow, right down there in Cornwall, all that way down south, 658,000 is the average asking price. And the average increase in prices in that area was 20%. It's extraordinary, isn't it, when you think here in London we're hovering at around 3%. Huge levels of demand also saw Whitby in North Yorkshire rise by 17% to £254,218. Rightmove also revealed that London ended 2021 as the most searched for buyer location. Now, this is encouraging because just before COVID hit, the most searched for location was actually Devon and Cornwall. So the fact that it's now London is really encouraging and shows that London is coming back into favour as a destination to buy in. Cornwall ran London close, though. So over the course of last year, there was just a 3% difference in the total number of searches for each location. London postcodes with the biggest jump in buyer demand, research by Rightmove, shows the winner is Chelsea SW10, up 20%, and Victoria up 20% as well, up 19%, sorry. Apart from that, remortgage demand is surging. Lots of people are looking to refinance. Well, we've said for a long time, not financial advice, of course, that the cost of money is going up, and therefore it would have been a really astute time last year to refinance, but the rates have gone up, but not by very much. So it's quite a good time to refinance, even if you're staying put. And so we've seen a massive increase in the number of homeowners looking to refinance. Michael Gove has closed the loophole on second homes tax. He's pledged to crack down on second homeowners who abuse the tax system. And this is property homeowners who pretend to let their property out, but actually leave them empty. Under the rules, they'll only be able to register for business rates if they can prove they let their properties for at least 70 days in a year. At present, they're allowed to pay business rates if they make their property available for 140 days a year. However, there's no requirement for evidence. Apart from that, buy-to-let property owners would rather be known as small housing providers. Whatever. And the ONS says that property wealth makes up 36% of wealth in the UK. There's an article in the Daily Mail. They do love a property headline in the Mail, don't they? The ONS, that's the Office for National Statistics, figures show that pensions make up 42% of wealth in Britain, with property minus mortgage debt constituting 36%. So if you think about that, that means that property with mortgage debt vastly eclipses pensions in terms of overall UK wealth. Sarah Cole, senior personal finance analyst at Hargreaves Lansdown, commented, while pensions make up major part of the difference, whether you've got onto the property ladder also drives a huge divide between the most and least wealthy. The very wealthiest are much more likely to own their home outright, while those with fewest assets are likely to be struggling to buy their first property. The average age of first-time buyers now is 32. That's up massively from when I was a young man. Mind you, that was many moons ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. So thanks for watching today. Busy day ahead of us today. Lots of valuations and lots of people to get out viewing. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Look after yourselves and, if you can, your family and friends. We hope you have a great weekend. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, please do like, share and comment. Love to hear from you. Stay safe and well. Great.